The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Cousins. Screen pass, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this now 3rd and 11 after that second down completion actually went back a yard.
4 down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Quickly now on to punt as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football.
Let's go. 3.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And an run. And he's brought down after a good game. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? We just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get on field and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota, left side, Matthews. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the right, and it's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And now out comes Minnesota. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Let's go.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Let's go.
On play action, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a 1st down. First down, here's the run with Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this offense just get gang up on the run and set them down.
He sets the fire deep. It's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. No run around. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Derek Morgan in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
3. Let's go.
Room here to run. Room to run past midfield. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Marcus Mariota, 65 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Hey, Clipper.
They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 48 yards. This is down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, now here we go. Oh, let's go.
Play fake. Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You know what, we got a second. I did want to take a look back to the Hall of Fame inductions. Took place in Canton on August 4th. And what stood out to you from the ceremonies, from the speeches that you heard?
Well, for me, beside the speeches, just remembering their careers, I really flashed back at how much I enjoyed watching Brian Dawkins play, and his speech was terrific as well. Robert Dr. Doom Brazil with the Houston Oilers, absolutely loved him as a player. And Jerry Kramer had to wait so long with the Green Bay Packers. For him to get in, I thought was terrific, and I can't wait for next year. First ballot eligible guys, Tony Gonzalez, Ed Reed, and Champ Bailey. That's a strong class.
Another star-studded cast. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this.
Let's go. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fighting for it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mariota now on second down. Here's this out for Matthews. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go. Hey, 4 down.
Following the interception, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year. The good health of Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless. Houston in a surprise pick.
All right. How about the West? The West is always intriguing. Who are you taking there?
One of the better divisions in football. John Gruden's back in Oakland. Kansas City has a new quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. Denver has a new quarterback in Case Keenum, plus a terrific defense. But I think the L.A. Chargers ride away with this division crown. Philip Rivers has to get it done. Somewhat approaching the twilight of his career. And I love their pass rush with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
And in the North, I'm guessing you're going Steelers.
I think I have to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone else has big question marks. The Steelers have Big Ben, and they're really upset about the way 2017 ended when they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs.
Tennessee will get the ball again here on offense. You know, you work Tennessee's games in the preseason. You see them up close and personal. In particular, Marcus Mariota. How's he looking going into the 2018 campaign?
Much improved,
Let's go,
better
let's go,
health,
let's go.
had a terrific offseason. But he's on his third head coach going into his fourth year, so systems change all the time, and he's adapting. He'll get some big help from second-year wide receiver Corey Davis and second-year wide receiver Taywan Taylor. If they play well, that will help Mariota in a big way. And also, they picked up Deion Lewis from New England as a running back. I believe he has the potential to catch 60 balls out of the backfield. That'll jump up percentage and move the chains for Tennessee.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's the backup Gabbard. Throws it by Taylor left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Tiger.
Play action now. Gabbard. Being chased out. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Blaine Gabbard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that is no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's
certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Let's go.
1st down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Mariota on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But right now, Charles, we sit in the thick of preseason, and, of course, that means we're in the thick of fantasy football draft season. So, the top 5. It's good to have David Johnson back, Le'Veon Bell, of course, Gurley, Ezekiel Elliott, Antonio Brown, all studs. Who would you take number 1 in a fantasy draft?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I would look at Todd Gurley and David Johnson as my top 2 picks. Johnson missed all of last season with a wrist injury, and with potentially a rookie quarterback there and a little bit of a rebuild, he'd make it more work than he could possibly handle. Todd Gurley was a beast for LA last year, running it and catching it. But how about a rookie by the name of Saquon Barkley with the Giants? I think he'll get a ton of touches. And Alvin Kamara, he showed what he could do last year, both running it and catching it. And don't forget, returning it as well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. 4 down. Gun.
2nd down, Cousins. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Gamble. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he looks Walker complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. The grab left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
To the air again. Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play.
And this is caught in the middle of the field. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Move, move.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to air one out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
The hut. 180.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Cousins again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, hey, we got to get in the AFC Week 1 talk. We talked about the NFC and what to look forward to on their schedule, but there's some great AFC games as well.
And many people believe the AFC West is as good a division as there is in the NFL. How about this for an opener? Kansas City Chiefs headed to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, the new quarterback for KC, has to deal with the pass rush of Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram of the Los Angeles Chargers. And a second one that catches my eye is Houston at New England. The Texans always trying to measure themselves against the Patriots. Now they get back Deshaun Watson. They get back J.J. Watt and Whitney Merciless, and they take on the defending AFC champs in Foxborough.
And one crossover game that's pretty interesting. How about Jacksonville against the Giants?
What I like about that one is you have a Jacksonville team that came so close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, but they and the Giants have a similar philosophy about how to play the game. On Barkley, they could both get a lot of carries in that game. And last but not least in that one, how about Pittsburgh at Cleveland? People don't think about that game very much, but this has been the summer of the Cleveland Browns in preseason. Will Baker Mayfield actually hit the field? And can Cleveland start a new era with a big win over Pittsburgh?
Second down, Gabbard. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down. Check.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
Single.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe you want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll run it now with the gun. And he'll power his way out near the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Single. Got a single in the slot.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down.
Gun. Let's go.
3 down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Went into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Let's go.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A 10 carry in the game for Cook. And now he throws him over. Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the two-point try.
Here we go.
We'll try to run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
No gain there as he kept it himself. It's second down.
And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hey.
One.
Mariota to throw it this time. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off.
Let's go.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, this is something extra before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done,
Listen to me.
and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They run again on first down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
We're going. Let's go.
A toss and pull. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He lost two there, and it's third down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12.
To throw, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Black.
Mike's my four.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Come on, O-line. Come on, line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Four there. Alert.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.